All right, well, it's one of the biggest threats President-elect Trump will deal with when he takes the White House: terrorism. But even scarier than ISIS and al-Qaeda themselves is the fact that terror groups are operating cells in Mexico, making it very easy to slip through the border into our country. Here to map out this threat, nobody better than the author of Defeating Jihad, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Doctor, thanks for being here this morning. Obviously, a big election with a lot of change coming, but the threat looms and remains from ISIS and al-Qaeda.
Yeah,
what are we seeing across? We're gonna pop it up on the map. What are you most concerned about as it pertains to that threat here in the United States?
Well, as we discussed yesterday with Brian, we've had in just over 2 years 124 arrests of ISIS, just ISIS terrorists in America. Now we know there's actually some specificity to what's happening in the South.
Sure. So there's a specific portion in this map. Where are we looking at?
Let's go to
right down in here, right?
Right down in here.
Put it in context. I was just in Arizona. A border control agent came up to me proactively and said, "It's out of control. We don't have control of the border," which is not new news to our audience. But this might be new, specifically what we're looking at down here, Doctor.
Right. So here is this really troubling area. There's about a 60-mile stretch down here, the West Texas area, towards New Mexico, just around here, where the border is not secure.
So near El Paso, yeah.
Correct. And what we have here is reports. The State Department, D.C., tries to deny these, but when you talk to Judicial Watch, that actually goes down there, talks to the local police officers, they say this area is being used by jihadis. Jihadis are cooperating with the local coyotes, being smuggled across. There was one case where 4 ISIS terrorists were found to have used this area to cross into America.
How does Judicial Watch know that? Where are they getting their information, and what's the specificity?
So the Texas Department of Public Safety and FOIA, and also from the Mexican authorities. One of the most disturbing things is on the mirror side of El Paso, right about here, there is a report of an ISIS training camp in Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
So reports of an actual ISIS training camp just on the other side of the border, attempting to utilize this porous portion here to come into the United States.
And one last thing that really puts it all together, they have managed to find reports. Do you remember the first ISIS attack in America? Garland, Texas, that Mohammed art show, and they tried to kill Pamela Geller. 2 guys were killed by the local police. An associate of those individuals said, "My ISIS brothers in Texas and Mexico assisted in that attack."
And we do know that the drug cartels, at the right price, have been more than happy to work with jihadis to facilitate that.
Think about it. You've got a smuggling route, okay? You're going to use it, right? Whether it's guns, whether it's immigrants, whether it's drugs, or whether it's a terrorist.
You don't care. Yeah.
Right? Money.
And money, and even with things like sanctuary cities, we seem to not care about the porousness of that. Dr. Sebastian Gorka, thank you very much for joining us, as always.